Yeah, Greg, we're from ICLIX, mainly in Bloemfontein, going countrywide now, ISP. But of course, getting into the gaming stuff and that, as you see, with our different stuff. So we want to ask a bit more about what we spoke about this morning, the Planet 9 stuff. What is Acer's plan there? How are you guys going to be implementing Planet 9 across the country? Are you targeting certain regions in that first, or what are you looking at there?
So there's a little bit of a story to it, and you've got to understand is we've been doing a lot of work with schools through our Acer for Education programs.
Yes.
We launched a sponsorship or a partnership with Curo to really just understand what was going on in the sports, the esports environment within the schooling leagues. And we needed somebody who had formalized arrangements and could give us scale very quickly. And Curo and ourselves, we had a great time together. And what we came to know over the last year was that the biggest obstacle were the costs of getting involved in esports. Not only on the devices. The devices were an obvious cost. The biggest cost was actually the ongoing, if I want to run a game, if I want to run a tournament, if I want to do something along those lines, you have to pay a third party to come and run it for you. Yes. So what happens is that you're waiting for events, you're waiting for that. Now, Acer's got this phenomenal tool called Planet 9, which we launched about 4 years ago now. And it's really grown. We launched it in America. It's been running in America, and we ran it in Pan Asia as well. Yes. And we decided that we were going to go to HQ and throw ourselves at the mercy of corporate courts and say, we want this. Yeah. And they said, cool, this is what it's going to cost you. We said, fine, we're going to spend that money, and we're going to make Planet 9 available for free for schools to host micro tournaments. So they can host a little bit of a tournament with the school down the road, or they can within themselves. And they can do it with zero costs from their side. They don't need to go and spend huge amounts of money getting it run outside. They can run their tournaments themselves. So it's equivalent of, like I say, it's like going and building a rugby field of the top quality rugby field and saying to everybody, okay, come play. Free and they say, well, how much do we have to pay? No, nothing, just come play.
No, awesome. And is there specific rollout plan, timelines, that type of thing?
Yeah, so we're already in discussions. We've had, funny enough, so there's no official, so I'm saying this. I was saying this there, but in fact today we were having a conversation with some of the some of the schools and the teachers who have now heard about this, and they're like, "This is like awesome." And there's a group of teachers who have now come up and they've said, "Hey, we want to launch we want to run a couple of leagues.
Yes.
Where it's running on Planet 9.
Yeah.
So we threw out the name and it says 4 schools by schools.
Yeah.
So let's see what comes about it, and let's see how it grows, and it'll grow organically. We want to start off potentially with a Rocket League and Minecraft.
Yes.
Because there's a very strong element to it. Also, the age gating on that is quite open to everybody, and then we'll see how it goes and sort of take it from there.
No, perfect. So technical specs and that type of thing, you're comfortable into getting into stuff like that?
No. So no, I just make sure that the people who look after it know how to. Yeah. So there's a lot of work that we're going to have to do.
Of course.
The engineers overseas assure me that the deployment of it into South Africa should be seamless. It ran at BET. In the UK at the beginning of this year, they used it as their primary platform to run the esports tournament there. And essentially what it does, if my understanding is correct in terms of there, and I'm pretty sure, essentially it's a gaming platform that allows a partner of ours or a club that wants to use it, go into it, register within that, go and invite a whole bunch of clubs to join in, plug in the game that they've selected to go, and they can run the tournament from there. And each team there gets, obviously the rankings you can get measured, etc., and then get published within that platform, and you create your own community. It also opens up to allow you to integrate coaching into it, and shoutcasting as well. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how we go around and how it sort of gains traction here.
No, awesome. Thank you for your time, Glenn.
No,
is
that's
there
fantastic.
Anything else that you would like to say about Planet 9 there?
Planet 9, I think, the technology around Planet 9 is very impressive, and what it does is great. And they say, what we want to say really is that what we need in South Africa is we need the brands to stop worrying about selling devices.
Yes.
We know that that's what pays the bills. We rely on it too.
Yeah.
But if we want esports in the schools and gaming in the amateur and professional leagues to really gain the traction and really grow, we've got to start investing in the infrastructure.
Of course.
And our responsibility in the infrastructure is not necessarily the connectivity. That's where the vibes. It's in getting behind the guys and getting the gaming to really take off at those levels. It's not only about putting your name on somebody's T-shirt and say, oh, we sponsor that. It's about getting behind prize monies and things like that. And that's where we as Acer are really sort of getting our back behind, is saying that's it. Landline's an example of that.
Yeah.
Yes, there's the technology behind it, but it's actually about getting behind the industry and building an affordable mechanism and reducing the barrier to entry.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your
Thanks
time.
a lot,
I really appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Cheers.
Thank you.